I'm being called to tell you a story about the other night. I was lighting an incense cone, like what I have right here. I'm going to show you. And when I lit the incense cone, I'm going to demonstrate it for you right now. I noticed something. The flame was coming off the top, just as it is now, which was visible to my naked eye. But the second that I had held it up in front of sunlight, I could see the massive shadow that the flame actually cast. The ripple, the pulling of air from around the piece. The flame was no longer visible from shadow, but everything else was. Even what I couldn't see, the heat emanating off of it, you can see. Look at all the ripples it creates. So too, spirit is similar. Spirit and God are similar. If I had to give you a metaphor for the 4D plane and the way that God exists among us without us exactly knowing it, I would use smoke. Something that you know it's there, you can see that it's there, even if you can't exactly touch it and you can't exactly feel it, maybe you can smell it. I would say that there are certain, just like a 2D animation could never hope to grasp the depth and extra added plane coordinate, the X, Y, Z plane, onto its axis. Just how 2D can't even fathom the way 3D operates, and how 3D all of a sudden gains all these abilities and senses and whatnot. The leap from 2D to 3D is not, it's not 2x to 3x, it is 2 squared to x third. It is x squared to x cubed. Does that make sense? It is a huge quantum leap, and so too is the leap to the plane that God and spirit operate at. The way that they are allowed to affect our world is very small, and it is also consent-based, which is something that people don't seem to understand, that the more you pray and the more you ask and the more that you want, the easier it becomes to service you the way that you're asking for from God. Which means that you have to get rid of all those impulses you have about being shy, about asking for the things that you want. In fact, you have to ask for the things that you want in order to get them in this world. And so I would also say, don't judge people who have no wound around those exact things. But today I want to talk to you a bit about discipline. I want to talk to you about how it feels that God picks out those with discipline to exact some of the hardest lessons on. There go a hawk. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for this. Oh, and a honk from the train. Thank you, Spirit, for this confirmation. And a dog bark. Thank you very much. Spirit's so crazy with me. Chooses those who have exorbitant and noticeable discipline, or are developing those abilities to test the hardest, to be God's strongest soldier. Because you're the one that understands how to create equilibrium in yourself, in your surroundings. You set an example to the people that are around you. And God has chosen you specifically for this. Ooh, what a lovely, oh, I'm getting emotional. How lovely. Because even when you're thrown off balance, even when you're given the hardest opportunities to work for spirit, you continuously rise to the occasion. And not only that, you manage to find a way to recreate equilibrium afterwards. You manage to find out how to get back to the plane that you were on before in an even-tempered manner. This is not nothing. This is also not an ability that young souls have developed. This life has been hard to you. Obviously, that's why you're receiving this message. But understand that every choice that has been made is only because in every lifetime, a spiritual soul grows to be a little stronger, a little smarter, a little more advanced, a little more mature than it was before. Not in age, quantum age does not exist, but in time, in understanding and in conception and possession of acquired knowledge. Some souls will make larger jumps, quantum jumps in certain lifetimes. You inadvertently have signed yourself up for a difficult karmic path. You, ahead of time, jumped into this world head first on Earth, one of the hardest planets to have souls on. You are karmically going for gold. You are shooting the hoops. That is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing ball, ball, ball. You are just hitting 3-pointers. Okay? This life was destined and chosen to be difficult for you, but you are a strong enough soul with enough discipline and honor that you have continuously come back. Do you understand? You are making leaps that other souls would not have made in this lifetime. You are, even the fact that you have come across this video, that this video would be somewhere on your timeline, says that you are operating on a plane of frequency that some people will never touch in their lifetime, in their entire life. And your entire life's journey is to return to spirit, to gain knowledge from human experience and take that to return to spirit to help mature the collective as a whole. There go that confirmation. You, every person in the collective, every person inadvertently or advertently works towards the betterment of general humanity as a species and as a soul-having family group. Does that make sense? As a biology species, we are raising our collective conscious and ability to channel as a group and conjure magic. You, in your lifetime, have conjured magic, I'm hearing. You have been shown the error of humanity's, the darkest parts, and you have still chosen light. You have still chosen love. You have still chosen to spread goodness and cheer when necessary, and even when it was not required of you. And what a beautiful thing. You are beautiful. Thank you for the work that you have done for these people, for this humanity, for this collective, for this group, for this soul family. The archangels are proud of you. I keep hearing that. We're very proud. Wow.